A civilian review board found Cleveland police acted inappropriately when they detained Tamir Rice's sister moments after the 12-year-old was shot and killed by police.
Rice's sister filed that complaint months after the November 2014 shooting. 5-year side investigator Scott Knoll was at this morning's hearing, and he's live in the newsroom with more on what took so long.
Well, Danita, investigators say they had to wait for criminal and internal investigations into Tamir Rice's shooting to wrap up. Then they say there was a change in leadership at the Office of Professional Standards. They're the ones who investigate citizen complaints. Now, almost 5 years after Rice's death, there's a decision. But Rice's mother says still no justice.
Tackled by police, then handcuffed and put into a patrol car just feet from her dying brother. Today, Cleveland Police's Civilian Review Board said officers wrongly detained then 14-year-old Tajir Rice November 22, 2014.
No one has ever said Tajir Rice was committing a crime. She was never charged with anything in juvenile court, and she was considered a witness.
According to her complaint, Rice says she was inside Cudell Rec Center when someone told her police shot her brother Tamir. She says she ran outside to comfort and assist her brother, but was tackled by police. An investigator says she was kept handcuffed, her clothes wet from the takedown in the snow, in the back of that patrol car for 75 minutes. Rice's mother says her daughter still suffers the trauma of that day.
They see she's clearly a child and she's screaming, "That's my brother, that's my brother." So, I mean, with all of that being said, you would think that their brain will kick in and say, "Oh, this is his sister. Maybe she can help," but they treat her like a criminal. Yeah, not even a witness at that time, a criminal.
The review board recommended the on-scene supervisor, Sergeant Janelle Rutherford, face discipline. But as for the officer who originally tackled and handcuffed Rice, the board said there was nothing they could do to Frank Garnback.
What we're being told here is that this case has already been resolved through a different process, and that therefore we don't have jurisdiction over him.
Garnback was suspended 10 days for not employing proper tactics while driving the patrol car the day of the shooting. That suspension later reduced to 5 days on appeal. News the officer won't face any additional penalties doesn't make sense to Rice's mother and the family's attorney.
It's just absurd that he's not going to get in trouble for nothing. Like, I just don't understand.
The system has been manipulated by the Division of Police to avoid accountability for Garnback, and we still don't have an answer to why that is to this very day.
We reached out to Cleveland Police to get a reaction to that accusation, as well as today's ruling against the sergeant. So far, though, no response from spokespeople. Live in the newsroom, I'm 5 on your side investigator Scott Knoll.